Today we need to take care of the weeds in our new soybean field. I think it's soybeans. My memory has been terrible lately. And we're going to learn a little bit about this map and if we need to adjust some things to make seasonal growth work in the next few months. I don't think I have enough capacity in our sprayer here, but we're going to give it a shot and see how far we can go with this. There's a tree in the way. So I think what we're going to do, because there's trees, is we will do a headland so we get on here correctly, and then we'll maybe do GPS to go back and forth. I'm not 100% sure yet. We got to get far enough to the right there to spray all the weeds, and we'll see how far this lasts us. But we're gonna make some progress today, get through probably the rest of what I guess is summer in Brazil, and figure out what we're gonna plant in the small field once we get that all situated. But after we get the weeds taken care of here, we do need to lay down some more fertilizer, get this field in tip-top condition for it to just chill and grow. Almost done with the headland here, and as we get close to finishing up our first year on this playthrough, we've got ourselves in a situation where we have a lot of debt. And I wasn't able to buy the coffee fields that we're wanting to purchase, so we're a little behind on how I wanted to get things done on this playthrough. But it is what it is. We were playing this realistic, not taking advantage of any systems besides the loan system that we had, and it's helping speed up our progress, but at the same time, we're gonna have to do things wisely to get enough money coming in to pay those debts as they come in every month. It's about 10,000 a month that we have to keep coming in. So we have a 8-month window right now, a little bit, or just about, with $80,000. We'll keep that in mind, but we need these crops to grow. We need to keep harvesting. We need to keep making progress. And on that note, we got to run back to the store and get this thing filled up. We'll get some more herbicide when we get there. It looks like we might have some herbicide here waiting for us that we purchased a while ago. Let's go ahead and see how much is left in this. I have no clue. Pleasant surprise. We'll see how 66% gets us. I have a feeling that might get us pretty darn close to finishing up that field, and then we'll come get that liquid fertilizer as well for the next step. Let's head back to the field and see how far this 60%, 66% will get us. And take a stop sign out on the way. And back at it, cruising, getting this field sprayed. Hopefully, if we start conserving when we're turning around, we have enough product to finish this field. I think it's looking promising on this beautiful October afternoon. Or morning, it's still morning. Last little bit to do. Can we get it all? No, we're gonna have to turn around because we missed some. That's all right. I do love this sprayer for one of the default game ones. It's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and fold that up. Well, let's not fold it up yet. We got a little tiny spot over here that I want to cruise on over to that we missed. Let's see if we can find it. See if we can locate it. Should be directly in front of us now. Go ahead and turn on the implement here. Get it sprayed. And we might as well check the screen here. Our iPad, our little tablet, shows us that information. Weeds, yeah, pretty good. So that would leave us with one extra application of fertilizer next, which we'll use the same implement for. Probably should get a tractor with some row tires too for this type of work, but we don't have money for that. Cruise up to our gas tank here, and we will unload, pull forward, load this up. If this doesn't get completely full, we will go ahead and head to the store and top off with what we had there. Pretty close, but yeah, let's head to the store, get as much as we can in the tank, and kind of rinse and repeat what we just did. Got to get this sprayed. And a little bit here, let's just get it topped off. Oh, that's even better. All right, let's go spray. Hopefully we have enough capacity here. I think it's going to be a little close, but we might get lucky. And someone did make a comment about thinking that soybeans do not require fertilization, which is true when you're using precision farming. We're not using precision farming on this playthrough, but we'll go jump out and take a look at the field and see what it says for the yield bonuses before we start spraying, just to validate my assumption. All right, let's hop out here. We see, yeah, 50% fertilized. Yield bonus is 63% right now. So another application here should help out a ton. Be nice to get that update next game where certain crops don't require it. It's just a very generic system that they have in place without precision farming, where everything needs the same treatment. Let's tilt the camera up a little bit here and see if we can see the difference when we spray, because that's gonna help us. I can't really tell. Is it much different? Just a hair. Yeah, it's a little bit darker. So it does seem like it's working. It's having issues with fertilizer and things like that being applied on certain maps, so it's a little worried about this one. Yeah, looking good. Let's see, recommended speed override here is 12 miles an hour, so we will cruise at that speed. Get this all sprayed and taken care of. And this is going to be a huge profit for us when it comes time to harvest it. Going to really help us start getting into that debt and potentially expanding to the coffee empire that we are so much failing at this point, but we're establishing a good income and a good amount of land that we own so we can keep money coming in when we do buy the coffee fields and the trees there. Well, we're getting super close to being done with this, and I think we're gonna run out. I think we might. Got the shorter end of the field to take care of here, but let's see if we can turn around without hitting the trees. We did. Lock into GPS. Turn it back on about right there. A couple more passes, only 3%. I think we're gonna run out. I don't think we're gonna make it. We're gonna have to go buy more for that little bit of area. And that's probably enough of an area for me to have wasted while we were doing this. So let's go ahead and shut it off now. We'll fold on up, get out of the neighbor's field, and go buy some more fertilizer. All right, we've arrived at the store here. Let's get somebody on the hook here to bring out some more fertilizer for us. $3,200. It always hurts. It always hurts, but the return on that investment, well worth it. Oh, did it go to the right one? I think it did. Got us lined up here. Get going. Just finish up 2 passes here, it looks like. And yeah, this field will check the expected yield bonus, but we should be in great shape when time comes to harvest this. There we go, last pass there, locked into the Jeep. Looking at the monitor here, looks like we're in great shape. Go ahead and turn that off. And man, that's really all we have to do today in October. We could look at contracts, but there's nothing else really to do. We don't want to plant anything in the other field, which is a tiny little guy here. But yeah, I don't think it's time to do anything to that yet. We'll look at the calendar and see as we get this put away. There we go, right where we found it this morning. All right, let's look at our tablet again here. So looking at the calendar right now, we could plant soybeans, potatoes, sugar beets, sugarcane, cotton, grapes, carrots, and all of this stuff. Black bean we could plant as well. I think that's what I was looking for the other day. So black beans would turn around in March, so we could technically get that ready. Do we want to do that? I think we do. So what does this field need? What does it need? It needs lime. How did we do that last time? Did we rent something for that? I think we did do a lease for that. Okay, so today is the last day we could plant that, and that means to be ready in April according to this calendar. Our year will end in January, and then we'll start year 2. But I was just trying to get in mind here, planning out what we're doing. So if we come over here, we have planted soybeans. So it should be around March when those are ready, or February if this does work, and that's what we're going to find out. But we have the other soybeans that should be ready, I'm hoping, by January. And then the black beans would be April. That would give us June through August until we can plant again in September for soybeans if we do that. And hopefully we'd have enough money to start working on coffee beans in year 2. So let's go ahead and take the Fendt and head on over to the dealership or to the shop and see about leasing something. Ooh, to do a little quick lime session, and then we will use our own seeder this time to get some black beans in the ground. All right, we do have lime at home, so we just need to find something that we can lease here. So fertilizer spreaders, we have this one, does not do lime. So that is the cheapest one that does lime, huh? That'll do the job. We don't need the extension. It would be nice to do it a lot quicker with these, though. We'll lease that for $2,700. Just want to be careful with what we're buying for a little bit since we're so broke at this point. And most of our money is going to need to go towards our bills for the upcoming months. But we'll get this back, fill it on up, quickly get that field sprayed, and get this returned, and move on from there. Go ahead and back this on up here so we can fill it up. Jackknifed a little bit. Oh, we're not even in the right bay. Gotta go over one. It's swirling on us. It's swirling on us. See, this is funny. So if I go this direction, my brain does not comprehend which way to turn the wheels. We're gonna do it real slow. We're gonna try to back it on up. Oh, it's so much easier with this new steering wheel. Oh, that's so good. So good. All right, that should be close enough. Perfect. All right, 4,100 liters of lime should be more than enough for this small field. That unfolded. All right, let's get it turned on, and we should be able to do this real quick. And gosh, it is taking more fertilizer or more lime than I thought it would, so maybe we don't have enough. It'll be close. Maybe I was freaking out a little too soon there. We got plenty of capacity. Plenty of capacity left. Been pretty good luck with the items we have on hand when it comes to not having to buy much today besides that fertilizer, which is nice when you're in a financial situation we're in right now. Just one little strip there that we'll have to get when we turn around, and we'll be all prepped and ready to plant some black beans. All right, that field is all complete. Let's go ahead and just get over here as close as we can and drop off the, oh, why did it hop all the way over there? But let's get this returned. One of the things I don't understand about this game is the proximity of where it wants to drop off items when you unload an implement. Just puts it right in the middle of our farmyard. All right, let's get it hooked up to our seeder here and see what kind of product we have to our disposal. We do have some, oh, seeds behind us. So we can pull forward here and then just back right up to that seed bag. Here we go. Oh, that proximity is not close enough either. Silly, silly game. Try to do things right. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, that should be good for this field. Switching our crop types, and I don't see it. I don't see it. Okay, maybe this is the problem that we're having. If we go in here to planters, planters are required for that. I don't think that's an expense I want to take on right now. We were going to have to lease the lime spreader no matter what, so that makes sense to go ahead and leave that. I think we leave this field as is and plant something else in the spring here, or the fall. Yeah, the spring, when we get back to spring, unless we go with oats, canola, or something in the fall. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do to bring in some money in the spring next year. So we'll go ahead and rest for now, see how our crops are progressing in November. Maybe look at a few contracts so we can make some extra cash, but time to keep on moving on. All right, looking at our tablet for our field information. Oh, this one needs some fertilizer. Oh, what a doofus. Okay, we'll take care of that today. Still growing. This one's ahead of this one. How is that possible? It was planted after. We're learning some weirdness about this map. Same crop type, right? Yeah, soybeans. And this one's darker already. That's suspicious. All right, but let's go ahead and turn on the tractor. We'll grab the sprayer and get this other soybean field all sprayed. See, we have $61,000 now. That's such a big payment. We need to find a way to make some income here. All right, plenty of capacity to get this job done. Go ahead and unfold it. All right, nice color change here. We can see it pretty good. Let's whip around, look at that. Nice. All right, shouldn't take too long to get this done. We'll keep on progressing, passing some time. We might take a look at contracts here though. It would be nice to find a way to bring in, you know, $8,000 to $9,000 this month to help pay for the loans. The balance of those loans should be slowly getting chipped away month by month. And when we get a good chunk of money in hand, we will make a bulk payment to one of those and try to get rid of them. That'll free us up for some more financial assistance from the bank to potentially buy those fields to our right so we can start getting into the coffee part of the coffee empire. What's a coffee empire when we're not making coffee? I can already see the comments on the year one supercut. Whole year and no coffee. That was not the plan. That's just how it worked out. There we go. That should get every little area all fertilized, making both of our fields ready for just chilling and growing. And before we skip some more time, let's take a look at contracts. See if there's anything really tempting to do here today. Something that would be close to 6,000. 27, we could harvest. Let's harvest some black beans. We accepted the contract instead of borrowing equipment, so we'll get more money out of it. So let's go ahead and take our auger wagon out there, and then we'll come back and get our harvester. And we should probably locate on the map which field we're looking for. Look at that. Little update needs to happen down there. Field 27, it should be blinking. I'm blind. There it is. Okay, so it is a little bit of ways. We'll drop this off first and come back for the harvester. Like we have to drive a little farther this way to get to the field entrance here. Go ahead and turn this direction. Yeah, this looks like the right field. Go ahead, park right here. Should give us enough room for the harvester to do its thing when it gets here. We better make sure this header is compatible. We might have messed up. It is perfect, which makes you wonder why you can't plant with a seeder, because it seems like that's the way these headers work, but maybe I'm being silly there. It makes sense that this would be the header and not a corn header for this though. And here we go, harvesting some black beans. Field isn't too huge, so this shouldn't be too much of our time lost here for the income we're bringing in. It seems to be perfectly worth the amount of time it's going to take. Could have borrowed equipment and had a bigger harvester, but I figured we'd maximize the income we get since we have all the equipment in hand anyways. Seemed like a wise decision. Nice triangle-shaped field here, too. Pretty cool. Enjoy. All right, we're able to do 2 headlands before this thing filled up, and we're at like 96%, so this is yielding pretty good for this farmer here. Making a decent chunk into it. I'd like to view it this way to see what kind of progress we're making here. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like a ton of progress yet, so this might have been a little bigger than I thought, but we should get a good return when we sell the crops. All right, that's all taken care of and unloaded. Time to get back to the harvest here. Back on up, get her all activated, get the tree out of our view. I'm just gonna push this button to get cruise control going. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a little bit of a harvest here. Well, this was way more time consuming than I thought this contract was gonna be when I first looked at the field, and that might be because we used our own equipment and the header size is pretty much baby, but we're just about done, and we should be able to fit it all in the same wagon, so we won't have to trek back here multiple times to fill up the harvester, or to empty the harvester here at the end. And with 10% capacity, this little section here should completely fit, and we'll be all done. Get it unloaded, go see what our money's like from this contract. Oh baby, is it gonna fill it up? Oh, it's close, super close. I spoke way too soon. There's 1,600, oh. Where's this sales location at? Where are we dropping this off? All the way to the north, grain storage 2. Yeah, so let's go ahead and shut that off for now. We're gonna have to come back for a little bit of black beans. Be much faster to just drive back and forth than to drive the harvester there. And just weaving through these back roads, finding our way over here. I think if we take a left would be a better approach than the right, so we'll try that. And then we'll take another right up here. And that should take us to the entry of this grain storage location. Take us back on the regular road for a second. And here we are. And we should be okay with this in here, right? I hope. Is it far enough over? It is. Perfect. Okay, money's not going up. That's good. That means it's going towards the contract. And I'm hoping we start seeing money here pretty quickly. It's a lot of black beans for that field. There we go. Some cash coming in. 4,800 so far. And we have a little bit left in the harvester that we'll go pick up here next. That seems well worth it. Already $5,000, and we haven't actually finished the contract yet and got the money from that. So we'll weave through the back roads here, go get the rest, and see where we're sitting financially. Oh, we pulled up on the wrong side. What a goofball. All right, 1,600 more liters going in. And we will get this home. It's occurred to me, I don't need to go to that same exact location to sell these. Let's take a look and see if there's somewhere else that is paying more. And we're gonna go ahead and tag that. And did it tag it? And we'll cruise over there, get a little bit more money for this. Since the contract's technically done, but I want to sell this before, because I don't know if it goes away if you sell it, if you finish the contract while you still have grain. I've never tested that. And this location seemed a little bit closer as we missed the turn. We missed it. We got it. We saved it. All right, cruise on over the way station here. Hope everything fits. I'm sure we drove slow enough for them to get a good reading. I believe so. And we'll get as far over to the right again like we did at the other one. We should be able to sell. Sell. That wasn't $5,000. Was that really $5,000? We need to do black beans. We need to do black beans. Wow. Okay, let's look at the contract now and collect. So we are now sitting at $77,000, almost where we started today. So we did get enough money to pay probably an extra month and a half worth of bills from doing that. That feels nice. Let's go home. Yeah, I think this is a good place to park for the night. We're all done. We're all done here. Let's see what December brings. All right, looking at our field data, do we have anything ready? Our field is ready to harvest. So I'm just so confused on why this one's not ready. It's flabbergasting me. It's confusing me. Very, very beyond confusing me. But I think we need to buy a little bit of fuel here. And what's the cheapest amount we can buy? Yep, we'll do that. And it's time. It's time. Do this harvest. Nice surprise. I don't know if I would have done the long contract if I knew we were going to be able to turn around and do this harvest, but like I said, this is a nice surprise. So what's wrong with this field in front of us that it took longer, and are we going to be able to fill this up? Let's see, can we get close this way? Apparently that is close enough, so we'll go ahead and do as much as it'll let us. Just get this nice and full so we don't run out, and then we'll head out and get this harvest going. We need to get a pressure washer too. Next year we're going to really focus on getting to having coffee. We lose next year, in my opinion, if we're not making coffee. We should have got it in year 1, but we didn't get there. We made some decisions that caused us to kind of slow down in our progress in buying fields. We bought this field instead of buying the coffee ones, and at the time I thought it was a wise idea. At this point, I'm not 100% sure that was the right call. But after we get all that going, I think the next thing I want to do is upgrade the harvester. The top liner is doing a great job. It's just, this field's pretty big, and I feel like we've outgrown it already. We've harvested this once, and I felt like it was a little too slow for my liking, and it'd be nice to just have a little bit bigger equipment now that we have a field this size. So we'll go ahead and go around the headland and see how we're progressing and go from there. Oh, we need to stop for a second and check something. We have crops. We have, that's diesel, a bunch of oats, and a bunch of soybeans. Prices are June for the oats and next month for the soy. Okay. So we will hold on to these until January. In January, we'll be selling all of the soybeans that we have. And then next year in June, we'll be selling all of those oats. So that's good. I was worried we're gonna have to hold on to these crops. And I was also worried that we missed our window for the oats, but we did not. We had to wait almost an entire calendar year after harvesting them. That's right. Okay. And I think this is where we'll stop and unload the harvester. I got a good area up here cut down, and it'll allow us to start going back and forth. We're gonna try going this direction instead of north-south. I think that'll be a good opportunity for us, but let's go ahead and we'll line up, and we're probably not putting ourselves in the best situation if we do it that way. Let's go ahead and back up here. We'll loop back around. That'll be a good spot to bring in the tractor, and we'll have to back out of here now. So pleasant surprise with all of the grain we're going to be able to sell here next month. Be a nice way to end the year. But those black beans, that seems to be the key on this map, and I do know that once we're selling coffee, the income's just going to be flying in. Here we go, just getting it in the auger wagon there. We'll shut off the tractor. Good old Fendt. I think it's pretty slick looking. Pretty slick looking. We need to get a pressure washer though. All right, and back to the harvest. We'll see how this route feels. Seems like it'll be a pretty good approach for this field here. We'll get the shorter end done first, and then we'll get to the longer passes. That'll be really telling. Just trying to figure out the most efficient way to maintain our fields. Kind of thinking through what I was talking about with the black beans. We can see the prices are pretty similar. Black beans, oh no, black beans do peak at 250, 200, and the soybeans peak at 3,700. Okay, just about 2,000 for the oats, which isn't bad. So that means we have about 120,000 there almost, maybe about 110,000. And here, wow, 3,700 each thousand will be good. Got a worker helping us out so I can, you know, have a little more sanity. A lot of harvesting to do going on today. And based on the little bit of this field that we've done already, this is going to be a good payday next month. So a little harvest update. We're not quite full, but I think it's time to go drop this off because the next load will fill us up. You can see on the map there where the worker is at and how much is left of the field. I think this route was a good call. I do like doing the harvest this direction on this field. Need to put a road here. I think I said that before. We might do that today. Though we don't own this land. I don't know if I have the Terraform Anywhere mod on. We're gonna drop this off and we're gonna take a look at that. Did we leave? Oh, we left equipment in the way. Oh, that wasn't wise. That wasn't wise. Let's see if we can loop around this way. That was comical. We probably need this in so we can go as tight of a turn as possible here. Loop back around, back up a hair. Yeah, we might have to retry this whole approach here. I'm gonna be stubborn though. We're gonna try it. I think we did it. Unloading, perfect. That should put us close to 30,000 in the bins here, which would be about $90,000. 30,000, yeah. So that'd be ideal if we could get that one more time here. Fill up this auger wagon. I just don't know if we're gonna have enough. If we have enough field left to harvest that. Let's hop in this mode here and just check. I don't think I have the mod installed, but let's try it anyways. Painting, we will go to dirt. Oh, we do. We should be fine. Okay, let's make that a little bigger. We'll make a nice little turn there. Oh, the land isn't owned by us. Let's see, for sanity's sake here, what that land is. Oh, man. So close. So close. All right, so we'll have to... I'll get that mod installed next time, and we'll finish this road up. And just finishing up the harvest here. Can we get it all on this pass? It looks like we might be able to. Yeah, very clean there. All right, let's go ahead and open the auger here. Shut off the header. Head on over to the cart. Empty. I have about 16,000 more liters. Not quite 30, but that's another, $34,000-ish. So we should be making about 130, 140,000 on this harvest. Pretty exciting. Pretty crazy the way the timings work to where we haven't been able to sell the goods from the last time we harvested this field, but we're able to sell this one next month. Boy, this field's just getting overgrown with weeds. All right, harvester put away for now. We're gonna get this close to the bins. We're gonna fill it up, and then we're going to rest for the night. Does this not have a cover? That's sad. That's the wrong way. Thought it had a cover. All right, we'll get that going. We can shut off the tractor. That'll finish filling up on its own. And we're gonna go, well, let's check the prices. We've learned a lot on the maize challenge, right? We've learned that these fluctuating prices lie to us sometimes. And we can see it is on its way down on a few of these spots, but it's saying January is when it's going to peak. So let's go rest. We'll see how the prices are, but we'll probably just sell it right away in the morning. All right, we're down to $53,000 after paying our loans, and all prices are dipping. That's unfortunate. All right, let's mark this one. Looks like the highest one. Start heading that way and come back for the rest after we sell this first 30,000 liters. And it's the closest sales location. That's pretty nice. Just loop on around here, and it should just be to our left. There we go. And open on up. And let's make some money. Make some cash-o-la. Should see about 90 grand after this. Close to 100,000. 105,000. My math wasn't good there, but in our favor. Let's go back and get the rest. This is exciting. We have 17,000 liters left, so that should be another 34, maybe 40. I guess it's gonna be over 50,000, right? So we should be sitting over $200,000 when we're done selling this. And here we are, dropping off our last bit of soybeans for this season. Well over $200,000. We're sitting at $218,000 from our harvest. Let's get home, look at our loans a little bit, figure out exactly what we feel like the right thing to do is, and go from there. Might as well go inside to do our finances. That seems to be the best place to do that. All right. Sit at our table here with our coffee. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, if we're looking at these loans here, we have one for $320,000 that has a balance of $219,000. We're gonna get real close to paying that off. What we're going to do is we're gonna spend $125,000 on that. Make a special payment. Now we owe $174,000. The payment will be the same, but the remaining terms decreased big time. And then what would that do? Our buying power is back up to $300,000. The interest rates right now are 3.1%. So that's gonna open up some opportunities when we start next season. And let me pull up my calendar real quick. So we are gonna be taking about a month off from the coffee series here, and then we're gonna get right back into it. I'm adjusting the way we're releasing series and videos on the channel to focus more on less series at a time. And I think that'll make me happier. It'll make the content better in my opinion. Because right now, like all I wanted to do when I finished recording the last New Lands episode was just focus on New Lands. So what we're gonna see as individual episodes is a lot of New Lands coming out until we finish that season or that year to get to the next supercut of that. And then Old School's coming back. We're also gonna have a little Whiskey RP soon. There's a lot coming to the channel, but I wanna focus on one at a time. Plus the Maze Challenge will always be going on in the background, releasing those as I finish them. But yeah, I'm Socksway Up. Thanks for hanging out for this year of the Coffee Empire, year 2. We're basically gonna make or break this series because we're gonna go aggressive at selling coffee and buying this land next season. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you on the next one.